Forcing yourself to stay awake for 48 hours straight is an aggressive physical assault on your body's internal systems. From the outside, sleep looks like a passive state, an idle period where the lights are out and the system is simply powered down. In reality, an unconscious body is performing high-intensity biological maintenance, repairing damaged tissue and consolidating the day's memories. This animated schematic shows the brain's internal flushing process, which systematically clears out metabolic waste. Starting a 48-hour clock immediately shuts down this critical self-cleaning mechanism. Staying awake for 2 days actively disables the biological processes required for cells to function. For the first 12 hours, you likely feel stable. However, microscopic slowdowns are already occurring within your neural pathways. Your focus begins to drift and your reaction time to sudden movements drops as your brain struggles to keep pace with real-time events. This line graph maps your cognitive performance. Notice how the trajectory drops. At the 24-hour mark, your brain function mirrors the impairment levels of mild alcohol intoxication. This state compromises your memory processing and causes your decision-making to become highly erratic. After 24 hours without rest, the brain is no longer a reliable processor of reality. Entering the second day, your body registers the lack of sleep as a severe physical threat. This dual-axis graph tracks your internal chemistry, showing a spiking line for cortisol. It forces your heart and mind into an artificial high alert. As cortisol rises, watch the second data line. Your immune system defense drops inversely, leaving your body vulnerable. To protect itself, the brain begins forcing microsleeps, tiny, uncontrollable blackouts lasting only seconds, occurring even while you are standing or performing tasks. Your body is now locked in a biological siege, fighting its own consciousness to preserve survival. Moving into the final 12 hours brings you to the threshold of critical physiological failure. The outward symptoms are severe: extreme fatigue, slurred speech, an inability to focus on simple tasks, and the potential for hallucinations as your senses begin to fail. This microscopic vector schematic of a neural pathway shows the biological cause. A dense accumulation of uncleared particles physically jams the gap between your neurons, effectively stopping the flow of signal pulses. At the 48-hour mark, this unchecked buildup of metabolic waste has effectively paralyzed the communication lines throughout your brain. After 48 hours, your body exists in a state of self-induced toxicity, having missed 2 complete cycles of biological cleaning. A standard 8-hour night of sleep is insufficient to repair this level of deprivation. Look at this comparative bar chart. The standard block on the left cannot clear the biological backlog. Recovery requires the massively expanded, multi-day deep sleep cycles shown on the right to return your systems to baseline. Sleep is the foundational pillar of human biology. What's the longest you've ever stayed awake? Share your experience in the comments and subscribe for more science-based health content.